Hey guys, and welcome to a new series on the channel. At this stage, I have no idea what I'm going to call it or how I will structure it, so please just bear with me on that. But essentially, the idea for the series is to talk about pressing aviation issues or discuss general aviation news. So today's topic will be, of course, as you can tell by the video title, on the newly delivered Qantas 7879. The subtopics I intend to talk about will include the possible routes and already confirmed routes for the 7879. And of course, I'm going to just kind of give my opinion on possible routes that I think would be ideal for the aircraft and airline, some delivery information, and also I'm going to talk about possible aircraft that Qantas might look to order in the future. So for instance, the 777X, 747-8 Intercontinental, and so on. The video itself, I don't really know at this stage what I'm going to include. I believe right now you might be seeing pictures or videos of the Qantas 7879, or just Qantas aircraft in general, so it might be the 737, or if I'm short on footage, maybe in-flight videos. I'm not too sure though. As I said, this video right now, like at the time I'm recording this audio rather, not the edit, the audio is being recorded on October 24th, so pardon me if any of the information on the 7879 is kind of out of date or doesn't really tie in with what you guys have heard in the coming days, but of course there's no real way I can actually deal with that as this is being recorded on this particular date. So I think before I properly start talking about the delivery of the Qantas 787 and of course the routes, I should probably talk more generally about it. So Qantas has 8 of the long-range 7879 aircraft on order. They'll be replacing the 747s, but we'll go into detail with that a bit later. 4 will be delivered in the 2017-18 financial year, and 4 more in the year after. This is subject to change depending on delivery problems that they might encounter and so on. The new Dreamliners will feature 236 passengers across business, premium economy and economy cabins in a layout that Qantas says has been designed to maximise comfort for the longer distances the 787 is expected to fly. That's pretty much the general information. I'm now going to go on and talk about routes. Quite a few routes have already been established. The first one I'm going to discuss is, because this is the one that's closest, is the domestic flights, which will be crew training as well. These will operate from Melbourne to Sydney, Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Perth, Perth to Melbourne. As for the schedule of these, it's still not completely locked in, but they are said to be beginning around November 5th or 6th and ending December 14th, because I believe, if I'm correct in saying, the day after, I'll just double check for you guys now. Yeah, the day after December 14th, the inaugural flight from Melbourne to Los Angeles will begin. This will be replacing, as they've said, the 747 service. However, right now, the Qantas 747 does not operate Melbourne to Los Angeles. They cut it about a month and a half back, so whether they reintroduce that for the start of the peak period in November, not sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see. In North America was contained in the Qantas statement. Personally, I'd love to see more routes connecting us with Europe. So for instance, some ideas I had was Amsterdam, Paris and Italy. These are just to name a few, of course. There are probably more, but I can't think of them right now. Whether these are going to be feasible for the airline, and I mean a lot of people are unsure. The demand and everything, it's something they're going to have to gather from their Perth to London. But if Qantas do, I believe they have the option, I'm not too sure, but if they do end up getting more 787-9s, we definitely could see a whole heap of new routes opening up, and that is the advantage they do have over Virgin Australia. Currently, Virgin Australia literally have no spare aircraft to operate internationally, and even from Queensland. So with Qantas opening up new routes between Brisbane and America, as stated in that extract from the article, it could see them jump ahead even further of Virgin Australia and possibly put them out of contention for international flights. Again, we'll just have to wait and see. So Qantas confirmed its new Perth to London non-stop flights with the Boeing 7879 will originate in Melbourne with a new QF9 and QF10 Melbourne-Perth-London rotation. This will replace the airline's existing QF9, QF10 Melbourne-Dubai-London route, which is the one I flew on, which of course is operated by the Airbus A380. The services will begin on March 24th, 2018. This is the Perth to London one. Melbourne will be the base for the first 4 Qantas 787s, with Brisbane being the base for the next 4, so it's kind of a split in the middle. This means there will be possible routes connecting Brisbane to parts of America and the world. So this is just taken from an article, but from Brisbane, a 787-9 could fly non-stop with commercially attractive payloads to Seattle, Chicago, San Francisco, Vancouver, and numerous established or potential destinations in China and even wider Asia hemisphere. The reference to the specific cities. Now, when it comes to possible aircraft that Qantas could order in the future, as we know, it is likely that they will continue and order more 787-9s. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised if they get that number up to 25, 30. Of course, as I said earlier, I think that will open up a whole host of new routes. However, the aircraft I would like them to see order, of course, will be the 747-8 Intercontinental. That's more of the ones that's not realistic. There's no way that will happen. If it somehow does, then I will be absolutely shocked. But I do think they would have ordered it earlier. So if that one's ruled out, I would like to see the 777X or the A350-1000. Something tells me with the order of the 787-9, something like the 777X is more likely, because Qantas have said that they would like to do non-stop flights from the eastern side of Australia, so Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne, directly to New York. I think they really want to make a massive hub in America and kind of connect us a lot better, because the current flights out of Melbourne, there aren't that many. We just have Melbourne to Los Angeles. They don't even have to San Francisco or anything else, so I do think they'd like to open that up more. However, with the rumours of like the 797, it is likely that they might go for that option when it comes to domestic routes and just flights to like New Zealand. I'm guessing we'll just have to see, but as I said, I think they might stick with Boeing. I don't see them ordering the A350-1000 because I feel like they would have gone with the A350-900 over the 787-9. So yeah, I just feel like they'll be loyal to Boeing. That's if they don't decide to go with the 787-10, which is the longer version. Singapore, if they've not had it delivered, are about to have their 787-10, which is the first one in the world delivered. So again, it really varies. I reckon they'll go with Boeing. Again, this video is about to finish, so I just thought I would say thank you very much for listening and watching. I don't know if this was boring. If you guys want to see more, feel free to let me know. Comment your suggestions on topics I can cover if there isn't one I can already think of. I'm not too sure what I'll do for episode 2. But yeah, feel free to leave me stuff in the comments section. Also, I just think it's important because it's kind of a discussion. Leave your thoughts on the Qantas 787-9 as well in the comments section. So like maybe talk about what routes you'd like to see. Do you agree with me? If you don't, why not? If you do, again, why? I think it'd just be interesting to have like a general discussion with it all. Thank you for listening, watching again. Leave a like if you enjoyed this series. Again, it's kind of a trial run. I'm not sure if I will continue it, but if I do, you can expect the next video in maybe a couple of weeks, depending on if any big, massive news comes out. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.